so that we can put this up on YouTube later on. So if you've got people that weren't able to join the feed, and they can watch it later on YouTube. So, because I'm trying to become a YouTuber as well. Thank you very much. All right.
Do we need to sign any NDAs?
Yes.
No NDAs.
No, what mutual NDA? Because I want to keep your secrets too, Rich. So.
Big hopes for us, Tommy.
Mutual NDA. All right, you
like
guys.
You assume we have friends and shit.
Exactly. My sentiments exactly. Well, it is time, you guys. It is time to start the Tommy Feldman Happy Hour. Give it up for yourselves for coming on this illustrious show. This is the Tommy Feldman Happy Hour for people who are watching for the first time. It is a talk show. It is a talk show where we feature comedians. We ask them questions. We find out what they're working on. We play some of their videos and content. I do a few jokes myself, not just to kind of get things going. And we also play some games at the end, a quiz show, and I'll get to that later and talk about it. We typically start off our show with some news. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that right off the bat. And I believe I am spotlighted, Ed. Yes, I've got my good spotlight up there. It's giving me the okay. All right. So let's get into it, you guys. News of the week. Great stories here. Our top story this week is McDonald's. Workers in Durham, North Carolina, went on strike because they were saying that they wanted better COVID-19 protections and higher wages. And this is part of a nationwide wave of wildcat strikes. Now, these strikers have been doing all kinds of interesting chants, but there's one chant that has been getting the most support, and that is, da 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 da, we're not loving it.
Ring, ring, ring.
I got the ba-dum bump from Ed, so that means that was a good joke. Okay. More business news, you guys. I don't know how you guys are going to feel about this, but diamond sales are way down.
Oh, no.
Oh, blood diamonds. Too bad.
Yes, at the De Beers company, they said that their sales have slid to the lowest level in almost 10 years, thanks to the pandemic, which has drastically cut the demand for gems and jewelry. Now I think this seems to be true because I've spoken to a few women, and they say that the vaccine is now a girl's best friend. So move over, diamonds. If you can get your lady a vaccine, I think that would probably be a better present. All right. Right-wing celebrity Alex Jones is facing calls for his arrest after the conspiracy theorists told a Donald Trump rally the president-elect Joe Biden will be removed one way or the other. The InfoWars host has been accused of attempting to incite violence during his speech at a recent Million MAGA march. Now, they asked the Secret Service about this, and they said, look, we're just biding our time. There we go. Nice. You got it going. You got it going.
You cooked on the draw tonight, Ed.
Got the sound effects going. France's President Emmanuel Macron has tested positive for the coronavirus. His office said last week. The Élysée Palace in Paris said on Thursday the 42-year-old Macron has just some mild symptoms. And I think this may be because he actually has the much cooler sounding French version of the disease, COVID-19. COVID-19. I don't actually speak French. I just looked that up.
I was going to say, is that real?
Yeah. All right. Our last story of the night is that it was reported earlier this week that one of the wealthiest people in the world, Mackenzie Scott, spent the end of 2020 giving away about $1 billion a month, a staggering amount that sets a new bar for fast billionaire philanthropy. Now, other people are saying about her that, hey, she's like a modern day Robin Hood because she takes from the rich husband and gives to the poor. And that is the Tommy Feldman Happy Hours News of the Week. Give it up for me, you guys. Give it up for me, just for cranking.
Me, Tommy.
On a serious note, I think that is a really good analogy. Robin Hood. She's like Robin Hood. All right. Perfect. Perfect. All right. I think it's time for us to bring up our first guest of the night. So, Jacqui, I'm going to go ahead and replace my spotlight with you. And now you are the spotlight.
Hello, me. Hello, hello.
Now, Jacqui, what I like to do when I interview guests is first I try to give some of what I've learned about the person, how I know
God.
the person, and sort of I introduce you, and then you can go ahead and give us some more background. But here's what I've learned about
Tell you you're wrong. I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
I usually say nice things. I mean, mostly.
I'm surprised you even have heard of me, but go. I'm interested.
Jacqui Pirl, you guys, is a Sacramento-based comedian who I believe has spent significant time in Hawaii, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
She's appeared all over the clubs in Sacramento, like is it Laughs Unlimited, I believe, and other places.
Yes.
She's also a mom, and so that also features in her comedy. I picked that up from listening to your comedy. And
He listens to my comedy. Oh my God.
Everybody's comedy. Trying to find out more about them. But Jacqui, welcome to the show. Why don't you tell us about you? And guys, give it up for Jacqui one more time, because I don't know if we gave her the proper applause for coming on the show. Tell us about you, Jacqui Pirl.
Well, I just realized that the only time I ever look at myself in a mirror is on Zoom. And now I'm like trying to do my hair. Like I did this magic trick just 10 minutes ago. I put on a bra and actually mascara because, like I want to look good for you guys. I do. Yes. I still don't know what the hell's going on here. I lived in Hawaii for 33 years. My kids were all born and raised there. 2 of them still live there.
Mm-hmm.
I moved to Sacramento because my life was a trash fire, and I just kind of figured I'd start the whole fucking thing more on fire.
Okay. Why did you move? This is the question. When I first heard that you were originally in Hawaii, I thought, because it's usually the reverse. People, they return to Hawaii.
Right. You'd think I'd have more sense. You'd think. My son got into UCLA.
Nice.
And as a resident of Hawaii, we were paying out-of-state tuition.
Okay.
And which was $52,000 a year.
Oh boy.
And then I divorced my cheating husband. I hope I don't sound bitter. And and I realized that I could not afford $52,000 a year. But if I moved to California in 6 months, it would be $12,000 a year. So I basically moved to California so that my son could graduate from UCLA, which he did with a degree in social biology. I don't even fucking know. I'm not that smart. And now he owns a hemp farm in Hawaii.
Okay. Wow. Well, that's a good reason to move, if any. I mean, saving money. Why not? Makes sense. I appreciate it.
And now I'm stuck here.
Now, why Sacramento, though? I mean, you could have gone anywhere in California.
Okay, my best friend from college, who was born and raised in Hawaii, and I'm from Minnesota originally.
Okay.
I found out at the age of 18, while I was at the University of Minnesota, that I could do a national exchange program to the University of Hawaii. A national, not international, but a national.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am so sorry for the person who went from Hawaii to exchange my place in Minnesota, like for real. And I went there, and 2 weeks later I called my dad and I said, sell my motorcycle, sell my ski boots, sell my parka. I'm never coming home. And I didn't for 33 years. So my best friend in Hawaii, she was a family friend. Like, I used to go to her house at Christmas or Thanksgiving or Easter, or, all those big religious holidays that people weirdly have. I would go there at that time and hang with her family. And her husband moved, and her 3 kids, who are basically raised like my kids, cousins, like they think they're cousins. And I'm trying to explain the bloodline, and there isn't one. Moved to Rockland, California. So when I divorced my husband, she said, just, you got to like spin the wheel, like spin the tail on the donkey and pick somewhere in California, because that's where you have to go. Sure. So come here, and if you don't like it, 3 months later, 6 months later, you can leave. And then I started doing stand-up, and I love the Sacramento comedy stand-up.
So one of the things I always like to ask comedians that aren't from the Bay Area, and by the way, I know you're in Sacramento, but like, when I've heard your name, I always felt like I'd heard it around here, around the Bay Area. So I didn't even know that you were in Sacramento. So I always got the impression that you were based here. So yes. I'm assuming you do both markets, and you've been before the pandemic, I mean.
I do Sacramento, I do San Francisco, and I do Las Vegas. Oh. I also do Minneapolis and New York a lot.
Wow, okay. And one thing I always like to ask is comparing the Bay Area scene to see, like, comparing these markets, like, you're, as a comedian, what do you like about Sacramento? What do you like about the Bay Area? Just for example.
Are we talking about Peninsula Bay or South Bay? Because South Bay
you're
freaking rocks.
Well, tell us what you like. Where do you like to perform? Which is better?
Here's what I'll tell you about Sacramento. Sacramento has some of the best comics, like 4 out of the last 5 years on NBC. Mm-hmm. They've been Sacramento comics. Kyrie Shabazz, Mikey Winfield. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're huge, and this is a breeding ground. Like, it's a petri dish for great comedy, and we are a community. Mm-hmm. Like, I go to comics houses. I go to their kids' graduation. Like, this is really, we're dead ass serious. We stick up for each other. It's not like that on the peninsula. It's a little bit like that in South Bay. I think.
Yeah. I've heard that too. The other thing I was going to ask, though, so I do wanted to share with the audience some of your comedy. Yes. Would you be all right if I'd like to kind of share what your
triple chins.
Triple chin. Well, I know you sent me a clip, but I found a different clip. I hope you don't mind. No, the one that you sent me was, you were tiny in that window. Like, I couldn't see and I couldn't hear it so well. So I found a clip which I think characterizes your.
Curious where you found it.
You're about to see, well, YouTube, of course, but.
Okay, good. Well, I don't know.
Okay, well, you could always stop me if you're not happy.
No. I will never. Oh, God.
You had a funny bit here about your kids, and then you kind of morph into something else. And I thought this was kind of somewhat characteristic of some of your comedy. So let's hear. Jacqui Pirl is going to tell us a little bit about her life, I guess. So let's play a minute or two of this.
I'm learning a whole new set of vocabulary. The other day I was on the phone with a DJ, okay? And I said, oh my God, we'll hook up after the show. My daughter's there. She goes, Mom, do you know what hookup means? Oh yeah, it means we're going to get high and talk about comedy after the show. And she goes, no, Mom, hookup means fuck. So I am so sorry we are not hooking up after the show. I am so sorry.
That was unexpected.
I apologize to so many people. I'm going to tell you a couple more things. One, I'm going to tell you, at the age of 54, I figured out how to keep a millennial in my bed. Yeah, it's 3 easy steps, ladies. I have no idea how to get one there yet, if you have any ideas, but I know how to keep one there. 3 easy steps. Number 1, install a PS4 in the bedroom. My son told me if you get your own controller from a dude, you're basically new age engaged. Number 2, I'd offer to cook for them because they don't fucking know how to cook. Number 3, I'd offer to do their laundry, right? Yeah. Right? The old swimming hole trick. You take their clothes. I wouldn't actually do their laundry. I'd just hide it, Febreze it, and throw it back at them. But yeah. So here's the thing. I managed to get one of these lovely creatures in my house under a guise of we'll write comedy. Oh, how am I doing here? I'm basically sexually autistic after 25 years of marriage. I don't know how to flirt. But I got him there. And then I'm old, so I forgot about him, right? And I went out to a mic like this. And I came back 5 hours later. The dude was still there. Naked, in my bed, eating a Hot Pocket, playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I was like, what the fuck, dude? He goes, meh. Guess I live here now because they don't know how to pay rent either.
So in this one bit, you take out you take out the DJ, then you take out
Oh,
Melania,
he
all
had
in
no
one.
idea that was coming. I didn't know it was coming. I just kind of did that.
That was great. That was very. I like that part as the most because it was totally unexpected. I didn't, I don't think even you didn't even know you were going to do that. So I love that.
No, I didn't.
I love that spontaneity. And then, of course, I always love when people, millennials, right? Millennials.
You know how many phone numbers from millennials, like dudes who wanted me to do their laundry and buy them a PS4 I got after that show? Like I called my son in Hawaii and I was like, I got more 23-year-old phone numbers than you did tonight, bitch.
So, Jacqui, the other thing I wanted to just ask you is if there's anything that you want to promote. I have seen you on Zoom comedy, but I'm sure I know you said you wouldn't be able to, weren't coming on the show last week because you had shows to do. So tell us a little bit what you got going for people that want to hear more about your comedy, want to follow you. Give us some appearances that we can find you at.
I did my last live comedy show, I think last week, in Pacifica, California, which is kind of close to you. And I've got nothing, like literally nothing.
What about Zoom? You're on Zoom.
Oh, I do Zoom all the time. It's what keeps me going. I live alone with my cat, for God's sake. It's ridiculous. I'm writing a book. Because I'm such a good parent, as all three of my kids will tell you. It's called Follow Me for More Great Parenting Advice. Mm-hmm. And it details how I sent my 5-year-old son to school with a bottle of tequila one time, actual true story, and how parenting is hard. I can't imagine parenting. These people who are teaching and parenting in this pandemic, yes. I would have had my kids in cages before that was even popular.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of the things I liked about your comedy, Jacqui, because we are peers because I have 3 kids too. I think we're
how old are they?
Well, so they're a little bit younger. The oldest is 16. So 16, 14, and
that's a tough age.
They're a little bit younger. But I feel like, you and I would do well on a show together. We could have cornered the over 50 market, you and me. So but anyway, guys, give it up for Jacqui Pirl for coming on the show. We really do appreciate it. Jacqui, don't go anywhere.
Thank you, guys.
We have the quiz coming up later. So next up we have another comedian. If I could find out, here we go. Replace the spotlight, guys. Give it up for Janette French, guys. Give it up for Janette.
Hi, you guys. Hi, Tommy. Thank you for having me back.
Well, yeah, and so I was thinking about this, how I was gonna introduce you, because I usually go through the whole routine, but you're kind of almost a semi-regular at this point.
Yeah.
So I wanted to find out, I guess, just very briefly, Janette, maybe you want to tell us a little bit about, for people who've never met you, tell us about you, your comedy, and why come back on the show tonight.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just tell you guys a little bit about me. My name is Janette. I'm a Virgo. Heyo. Been doing comedy for about 5 years in the Bay Area, and I met Tommy, and Tommy was just loads of fun. And I just remember that game we played last time, Tommy, and that was really fun. I kind of just wanted to play that game again. I felt like that was fun. Okay, so Tommy's going to show you guys this video I've been working on with my new production company. We're called Poor Simon Productions, and we specialize in incompetence in general. And And aside from that, I've been writing now with the Business Outsider, which is a satirical.
Oh, Sean
publishing.
Riley.
Yeah, with Sean. Yeah. So that's been super fun. And yeah, and then working with the SFCC still and just loving this comedy thing, especially on Zoom. It's so great.
I don't think we covered the SFCC last time. What is that's the what do you do with that's a comedy college, right?
Yeah. So the San Francisco Comedy College, I've been with them for a few years, and it's such a great community. Like I sort of agree with Jacqui. Like before I was working with them, I was just kind of going out into the Bay Area to these open mics, and like, I know that our industry is just riddled with mischief. Okay, but I would leave sometimes feeling just robbed and battered and just terrible, right? I would be way more drunk than I needed to be, and sometimes I would wind up we don't need to go down that road.
Okay, let's not go there.
Yeah, so once I found this community of people, it was like, great, there's normal people out there. They're not all just like
Right?
traumatized dudes.
And by the way, I'm not sure whether it was, I think it was maybe not Janette, you're prompting some, okay, maybe this is directed, I don't know if it's directed at Jacqui, but Natalie Fauzi writes in.
Yeah.
Saying, I'm not sure of this, I think this was directed at Jacqui maybe, but your daughter's cat you stole. Okay, something, so sorry, I guess we're going backwards here.
I did.
And Natalie said, oh, you were next. All right, so sorry, my bad.
Nice makeup.
Back to Janette.
Actually, Natalie Fauzi called me yesterday on my phone, and
Yes.
she was like, "Hey, who's this?" And I was like, "It's Janette." She goes, "Which Janette are you?" And I was like, "I'm Janette French."
There's more than one.
Oh, it's the wrong Janette. And I'm like, "All right, nice to hear from you, lady." Yeah. So shout out to Natalie. Hope you're doing good.
I'm impressed that someone actually picked up a phone and actually called somebody else.
I do
Good
pick up the
point.
phone. I always pick up the phone.
Yeah. All right. So you have a video to share tonight. So let me go ahead and pull that up. So this is one of
I
the
want to see.
productions here. If I can.
Get ready to live, you guys. This is all about
Mommy
self-improvement.
mode kicked in.
All right.
Not me.
Sent me the video. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna click on that. Wait, no. Go big. There we go. Go big.
What if you were brave enough? Oh, shit.
All right, from the beginning. So this is Janette French and her production company. What recent video? What's it called again? Simon something Productions.
Poor Simon.
Or Simon. All right, so let's play this recent work of art.
Oh, God. I'm already choked.
Days.
When I first met Judy, I was like, wow. I got news for you. You're a loser. You are all losers. Yeah, you're a loser.
I never used to think much of myself, and now I know why.
I am now free of hope.
My name is Judith Robin Shapiro, and I'm going to show you how to love your limitations, to recognize that you've made it to exactly where you are.
You made it.
Namaste.
Wow. Sign me up.
Yes. So anyone who wants to sign up for this seminar, you just like put your info in the chit chat there, and I'll blast you with emails. Okay.
I'm a loser.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yes, you are. Loud and proud.
Now that video. Now, what's Judy Robbins Shapiro? She's been on the show before.
Yes, she has. And we co-operate her website, which is called thepsychichunch.com.
Okay.
Feel free to check that out. She's got a lot of videos on meditation and you know how to really chill out because no one cares about you. Just calm down.
I think I can see why you're now working at the Business Outsider. I think you've got that
Pizzazz.
insight into
That how?
pay money for. Well, I think you realize that all the what people are buying these days. So that was excellent. What else?
I got my fingers on the pulse. That's true.
You got your finger on the pulse. What else you got going? Anything else you want to promote show-wise, or?
Well, if we're talking promotions, I got to tell you guys, I've been trying to get this promotion at work.
All right.
Serious. I keep hinting at it to my boss, but I think because I'm a woman, he's afraid to even ask for a blowjob.
Yes.
Just kidding, you guys. Teachers don't get promotions. Where would they go? Upstairs. I'm not a clown.
Well, I appreciate it. And it's always good to see you, Janette. And I do appreciate you coming on the show. What we're going to do for you here at the Tommy Feldman Happy Hour is
You're going to do something for me? Yeah.
We're going to put your video on our homepage. We're going to highlight that video. And
Yes.
maybe we can get you some likes and get that going up there. Please send me the YouTube version if you can.
You know what? This puppy, this bad boy, is not on YouTube yet, but I'm going to put her on YouTube. I'm going to send you that link, and then you're going to do that for me. Yeah.
Yes, I will. We'll be part of the marketing engine that makes it
Let's
all
get viral.
Let's get viral. Let's in the internet way, not in the other way.
Yeah.
Guys, give it up for Janette for returning to the
I
show.
love Janette. That was
Love you
awesome,
too, Jack.
girl.
Yep.
And before we bring up our next guest, Ashley, and I appreciate you waiting patiently, we do have to pay tribute to our sponsors. This is the Tommy Feldman Happy Hour. We do have paying sponsors. And so with that, we have Eric Newton here as our resident sponsor coordinator. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Eric. Tell us who's paying for this wonderful show you guys are watching right now.
Oh man, I would love to. I can't wait. What's up, everybody? It's Eric Newton from the safety of East Oakland once again. And this week's corporate sponsor is the fabulous, the great AMC Theaters. Yeah, I mean, for me personally, like I gotta say, like not being able to go to the movies during the holidays is hurting me because like I grew up with Jehovah's Witness and my ancestors are Native American, so I don't really do Christmas or Thanksgiving. So like the movies were the only thing I could do. Like, it was my only tradition for each year, but I can't go to the movies this year. But I'm gonna tell you guys what my personal favorite Christmas movie is, and we'll just jump right into it. You probably think it's Die Hard, right? Most people would say like Die Hard is a great Christmas movie. You know what? I think Die Hard is more than a Christmas movie. It's actually an origin story, right? It's about this really great man named Hans Gruber. He has to pull these dumb heists on holidays. He's sick. Basically, Hans Gruber is sick of living a life of crime. So he sets up this fake heist so he can fake his death so that later on he can go to Hogwarts and teach defense of the dark arts. And that's really great. I mean, yeah, it's all. I mean, hey, all my Hufflepuffs. All right, the next movie, Friday. Oh, dude, spoilers, bro. My bad. Okay, check it out. Friday After Next. This is the third movie in the Friday trilogy, as we all know. It's almost my favorite, but it's not quite. It has everything you would want in a holiday movie in the hood. It has lots of festive trees, but they're not Christmas trees, not whatsoever. It's got a crackhead Santa, and of course, it's got ho. Yeah, it's definitely a family movie for sure. Okay, let's get to it. My favorite Christmas movie of all time, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, a classic, right? I'm gonna just say, for me, it's the best Christmas movie ever because it teaches kids, like, there's nothing really wrong in general. There's nothing generally wrong with Christmas, but there's generally something wrong with most people. And I think all kids should learn that at an early age. And hey, yeah, that was that's Eric Newton with the sponsors for the week for the happy hour, the Tommy Feldman Happy Hour.
Very good. Woo! Guys, give it up for Eric. Always hustling
Yes.
out in there, hustling, getting us these paid sponsors. I don't know how much they're paying, but it's always great to have
My cat stays fed.
sponsors on the show. We do appreciate that. All right, you guys. So now the moment that I've been personally very excited about, and that is we've got Ashley Gutermuth coming up on.
Yes.
You guys, give it up for Ashley Gutermuth for making it here all the way from New Jersey. You must be very tired from the trip.
Just, my arms are so tired. That's what they
Yes,
say.
there you go.
Yeah.
So Ashley, as I did some research about you, and I wanted to give everybody the short biography, but then I'm going to give you an opportunity to tell us about you as well. But I first found out about Ashley, I believe, through Zoom mics. I'd seen her
She's
perform
fucking
on the show
hilarious.
too. I'd seen her posting about her various appearances. And then I guess just at some point I'd heard about this thing called the Tonight Show Seinfeld Challenge.
Yes.
Yeah, the Tonight Show Seinfeld Challenge. I heard about it. And of course, being the lazy person I am, I'm like, I'm not going to bother with that. But
No,
to my delight,
It's epic.
the winner was somebody I know. I was like, wait a minute, I'm someone from our Zoom community
Yes.
won this thing. And so then, of course, I got very excited about it. And of course, my wife has to pick right now to start doing vacuuming.
Love it.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it works.
But yeah, so I mean, Seinfeld is obviously one of the greats of comedy. And then to hear him,
That was so good.
personally, I mean, that was that was a great moment. But and in addition, I've checked out your website. You do voiceovers, you do acting, you are a runner, a good runner, because I know you run all the time. And so, yeah, you seem like a pretty diverse and versatile entertainer, and it's just really great to have you. So welcome to the show. But Ashley, why don't you tell us, the people watching more about you as well?
Okay, we'll start off with the vacuuming. I love vacuuming. Totally on board with your wife vacuuming. Totally on board with anyone vacuuming. I buy used and broken Roombas. You know those like the robot vacuum cleaners. I buy them on eBay, recondition them, and then put them in my house because I have a problem. I like a clean floor. Yeah, so totally on board with the vacuuming. So yeah, the Tonight Show, which I have the book here. This is not the book that the Tonight Show has sent me. This is my book. Is This Anything? And it has all of Jerry Seinfeld's material in it. It's an awesome book, but that's not what I used when I made that bit. When I made that bit, I only had the audio book. So what I did was I thought about it for a little bit, and I said to myself, what it's the Tonight Show, right? They're only probably at most going to put 3 people on. And let's try to pick something super short, gets to the point. And so I went through the audiobook and I was trying to find a short thing. And then I found one of the shortest ones was about late night hosts.
Yep.
I thought, oh, that might work. And it was just sort of just trying to think it through. Whenever I do something, I try to think about how the other person can use that. So what is it one step beyond, not just me doing the performance, but is there something that other person can say? Like, and I thought, well, maybe they could riff on the fact that it's about late night hosts and it might give them something to talk about. Not that they need it, but that's how I try to think about everything that I do. What's the next level? Where can it go? So submitted it, didn't think anything of it. I thought it was just like all of the other things that I throw at the wall and submit to, and I'd never hear from it again. And then I got an email that said, hey, just so you know, you've made it to the next round.
Right.
And still was kind of like, that's so wonderful, but had no expectations. And then the night it was supposed to air, I only have like Hulu and Netflix. I don't have any live TV.
Right.
I paid for Hulu live TV, and the whole time I'm just like, you're being an idiot. What are you doing? It's like you're not, it's not going to be on there. You're going to wasting this money. And so, and also my husband, it was 11:30 or so. he was in bed and I was like, should I go wake him up? And I was like, no, don't do like that. That's weird. And then I thought, well, I'll ask him if that's what he wants. He had to go to work the next day. And I was like, ah. So I went and got him. And they did the bit with Jerry Seinfeld. It was like 10 minutes of him talking. And I thought, well, maybe they had just scrapped the whole thing. Cause it was, I just thought, how much time do they have?
Right.
And then they said, when we come back, we're going to show the people. And I thought, okay. So then you're just like, all right, even still not thinking anything's going to come of it.
Yeah.
And they came back and then Jimmy Fallon goes, and our first person up is Ashley Gutermuth. And I went, or I think he said from New Jersey. And I was like, oh, uh-oh. And then I was on my TV.
Yeah.
And then you're suddenly like this. Oh, God.
Yeah, sure.
I had done a lot of thinking about, daydreaming. Like, what if it does make it on?
Right.
What happens then? Like, what do they say about it? Because usually people don't want other people to do their jokes.
Sure.
But then I was like, but they specifically asked,
Yeah.
So I was trying to think, where could it go? Anyway, so then as soon as I heard them both laugh in the background, I was like, oh, good. Once you have that, and I could hear they did like a clap and he laughed before my clip was over.
Yeah.
And then they talked about it a little bit and I was like, oh my God. And then he said, Jimmy Fallon said, I crushed it. Then they went on to the next person.
Right.
And then I thought, wow, that was amazing. That was so cool.
Right. Just that.
Just that. I did not know, even at that point, I was in a contest.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know, right? So,
oh my God.
I'm just,
That's awesome.
I was just sitting there and I was just like, wow, okay, all right. And I started immediately to get messages from people that I haven't talked to in ages.
Yeah.
Who were just watching the Tonight Show and they were like, I just saw you on the Tonight Show. What? and
Right.
I wish I was with those people because that would have been so funny to just be like, oh yeah, there I am. So then they came back and real quick, because it went from they're talking about it to Jimmy Fallon did it. And then, all right, you got to pick a winner. And I went, huh? A winner to what? Then my face was on the screen again.
Wow.
And then there was like no lag when he said Jerry Seinfeld was like Ashley Gutermuth.
Yeah.
And when that happened, I had basically blacked out. I couldn't hear anymore. My husband, I remember him going, yeah. And I was like, what happened? Yeah. What's going on? And I just started standing up and like pacing. I was like, okay, what has happened? Because that is so neat. First of all, to make them laugh. Yeah. To say they had such nice things to say. Everybody there was so wonderful.
Yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld's album was I think it came out in 1999. Was the first one that I had memorized. I was like 9 or something like that.
Really?
And it was the very first one that I had completely memorized. It was about shaving and it's funny because I still have it when I watch it on TV. I can still do it. But I listened to it so many times when I was little. And it's so weird to have that happen. So, yeah. And then it was 2 days of no sleep and adrenaline. That night was crazy because the Tonight Show immediately tweeted something out with my handle in it. Yeah. Which then pushed a bunch of people. And then a lot of other people they were like, I just saw you. And then the next day, Jerry Seinfeld tweeted out saying that I'd done his joke better than he ever did, which is so kind. I know. It was so nice and sweet. And just wonderful. I put my name in there, and he doesn't seem to tweet very often, so it was up for like 2 weeks. Right. And they did it on Facebook too, and so it was just so nice. And it's funny. Since then, there's been a lot of people that have like tried to contact me as Jerry Seinfeld, and they create. They totally have created fake Jerry Seinfeld accounts and sent me messages, sent me stuff. Like I doubt he got like Jerry.Seinfeld at Facebook, you know, he probably got his name.
That's
It's happened quite a few times, and they
That's
specifically
awesome.
they target me,
Yeah.
and like you know, and it's like I'm not like I know it's not him, you know.
Yeah.
So nice. Everybody was so wonderful. All the people that I've communicated with at the Tonight Show have been so super sweet. Just an unbelievable thing to happen, just to make them all laugh to begin. I love Jimmy Fallon when he was on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I watched him all the time. Love him now. I was just, I don't like if I had known it was going to happen, I would have been nervous and excited.
Yeah.
But thinking that it just wasn't, you were just like hit with it, you know?
Yeah.
So
Well,
cool.
And I saw your,
Well,
I saw it. And
Yeah, I was
you
gonna- so
did do it better than
it.
Jerry did.
let's
and he
show everybody.
even admitted that on there. He was like,
Let's
she
I'm gonna
nailed
bring
it.
up some of your bring up the I'm assuming it's okay for me to play it. I mean, I don't know.
oh, please do.
Jerry.Seinfeld might
Please
yell at
do.
you. We'll see.
Please
Jerry just
do.
Seinfeld it.
So let's just play the joke.
Look
Yeah,
at them. They love you.
Let's play it through and
This-
it's just awesome. Here we go.
Makes me so happy.
Gutermuth on the Tonight Show. This is a first for the Tommy Feldman Happy Hour, by the way. We've never had anybody on the Tonight Show here, but okay, here we go.
We're about to do something fun. This is the Seinfeld Challenge. We asked our viewers to pick up your book and record themselves doing their favorite Seinfeld routine. Your book has stand up every bit that you've ever done from the 70s until today. There's a lot to choose from. Tonight, we're going to watch some of these submissions and see how they did. First up, we have Ashley Gutermuth from Wrightstown, New Jersey. She's doing your bit about talk show hosts. Let's take a look at this.
How come talk show hosts never have any idea how much time they're always looking off camera? Do we have time for this? How are we doing on time? Are we out of time? We're out of time. It's your own show. Why do you know nothing about how it works? Magnum PI going, are we gonna strangle this guy? Or are we gonna take a break? I tell you what, I'll bonk him on the head. We'll take a quick break, come back. I'll drive in the car real fast. Okay? Stay with us.
That was great.
That was great, right?
That was really good.
That's funny. Everyone does say, "Are we
She had
running?"
it memorized too. She got every word right.
And crushed it. Yeah.
Do you know that bit?
Did the bit? Yes, I love that bit. Did you do that on Letterman?
Many years ago, yeah, in the 80s.
Feel
Magnum PI gives it away.
Yep.
He kind of ribs on Jimmy there.
Yeah.
But did you? I mean, so you did memorize every word. I mean, how did you just practice it so many times that you had it memorized?
Yeah. Basically, it took, the whole from beginning to end, it took about an hour to pick, memorize, and record.
That's impressive.
I listened to it a couple times, and then I typed it all out, and then I had it. And I initially was going to just read it, and then I could tell when I looked back that I wasn't looking at the camera. And I was like, I'm going to try to make this like a Tonight Show type thing where you look around, you pretend like you're looking at the audience, try to bring that in. So I thought, you got to have it memorized. And every time I'd get to like one bit and I would screw up a word and I'd go, dang it. Nope. Do it again.
Well, you did such a good job on that. And I mean, I also
Such a good job.
I wanted to show that you've got some other things going on here just to share with everybody. This is your website where you have all of your obviously your comedy, and I see you do voiceovers too. So if anybody, you have a great voice as well. I've listened to some of this, and you have a lot of technology at your disposal, which is important for Zoom. The way you list these out here, it's like you remind me of like the Silicon Valley the engineers and out here they'll tell you about their comedy, but they'll also tell you about their tech. So
stuff. Yeah.
But you're not an engineer, by the way, like in the day.
No.
Okay. And you have an Instagram, and you have some funny skits here. I checked out a few of them. I like this cat Tinder one. Can I just play this? Real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
That's a great premise. Guys, let's. Is this your beautiful cat? I assume.
That is Bruce. Yeah.
Bruce is.
I've been spending a lot of time on cat Tinder lately. I don't know. It's not for me. Every time I swipe right, I scratch my screen. Can't even see the background photo of my wife and kids anymore.
That was pretty good. Very, very good looking cat, by the way.
He's prettier than he is smart.
You have all these videos, like you go running and then you'll pick up some trash and then you'll like, riff on the trash.
Yeah, 300 finished running, went and picked up trash, and I found 3 cups and a ball. So let's play find the ball. Ball and cup, ball and cup, ball and cup, ball and cup. Which one is it? Which one did you pick?
Hello?
Tomorrow I'm going to be on a show.
I just thought that was interesting. So that's something you're doing is that your way of, I guess, combining your running with comedy?
Yeah, that's what I do. And then I can promote my shows. I've started picking up trash. Well, I've ran for almost 6 years without missing a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I have picked up trash for 300, and I think today is 304 days without missing a day. So I've picked up quite a bit of garbage along the way. And I started doing that because I got in a terrible car accident. I was coming back from a show and got in a really bad car accident, and I wasn't able to run as fast as I was before. The hospital I had to go to the hospital. The car was totaled. It was I was in physical therapy. I'm going to get a hearing aid. I blacked out.
Oh, wow.
But the hospital said, keep moving, because they said, tomorrow you're going to be sore. So I didn't give up the run streak. I ran the next day. So there was no gap in it. I just had to go slower. And I was like, what can I do with my arms? Because right now I was going from like 8-minute miles to really like significantly slower. And it just felt so slow, but I couldn't bounce my brain around. So I thought, what else can I do? Started picking up garbage, and it took off. But it's been neat. I've found some crazy stuff and some stuff I've been able to return to people. I found an iPhone that I was able to give back.
Sure.
That was pretty cool. So yeah, it's been good.
So I guess the last thing, I mean, obviously we'll put on the website, we'll put the Tonight Show video, and we'll put some more information so people can find you. But I guess from my personal perspective, the one thing I'm curious, I'm sure a lot of us are curious to know is, so what's next? Like, so you've got this amazing, I mean, like you said daydreaming, you referred to it, you were daydreaming before, like, what if but for most of us, it's just daydreaming. It never goes anywhere else. But for you now, it's reality. I mean, you have a credit. I mean, and it's a really good credit too. So what's the plan from here? How are you going to leverage that to the next?
Well, it's super cool. I found out I just have an IMDb page now. They just was created for me. That was pretty neat. It says I'm an actress, best known for The Tonight Show. Which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's, in my mind, it's a super awesome thing, right? But it doesn't stray away from what I do every day, which is I write every day. I constantly try to get as much work as I can and to keep going because I really love it. And I want to do as much as possible. So while that is a super cool thing, I'm not resting on it for a minute. I'm just keep plowing through. The comedy life, it has ups and downs, and if you have enough of them, it kind of levels out. So it's super cool. And I can remember how that feels. That's something I like to do. Remember how something feels when it's really good. And then so you can call it back. But I just want to keep doing all the cool things and trying to find, I want to help people as much as possible, help them to achieve whatever they want to do and to and do things like that. So just as much comedy as I can jam in my face, I will do.
Great. Well, Ashley, it's been great meeting you. I think a lot of the other comedians on the show here too, we've heard a lot about you, and this is great to have you coming on. And so guys, give it up for Ashley Gutermuth for coming on the show.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And we're going to keep the show rolling. Ashley, don't go anywhere because we've got a quiz show that I think you'll enjoy it. Time. But before we get to the quiz, let's see, is my friend Nico here? He is the very famous Jerry. What did he do here? He put his, he changed his name. He's Jeffrey Seinfeld, Jerry Seinfeld.
He found me.
Gotcha.
It's
Oh,
Nico
man.
Lukov, you guys. Welcome, Nico.
Thank you so much.
He's our Zoom comedy pioneer. And what do you got for us this week? What's going on in Zoom comedy land?
So this is kind of fun. I want to kick it off with this. I met Ashley in real life. She handed me, I think, the second or third microphone I ever held doing an open mic in Tacoma, Washington. At a restaurant she was hosting at, and then you've been super awesome and supportive. Then I, went back home to Idaho. We still, still chatted sometimes, and then I saw Ashley on a Zoom something at some point. I'm like, holy crap! And then we connected and been able to see you do all this stuff and do shows with you and see all this stuff happen has been really, really cool. So one great cool thing that I really like about Zoom land is those types of things. You end up seeing folks that you saw live just kind of coming into the Zoom land and being able to connect with each other and do shows that you weren't going to be able to do, in the same place. And that's been awesome. As folks on the show here and maybe watching know that I started this Facebook group called Displaced Comedians when the shutdown was going on about a month into it. I got a list
for that.
Yeah, you're very, very welcome. Thank you for being a really cool part of it, Jackie. And basically the whole the focus of that is to get folks to get to these Zoom open mics, or mostly they're on Zoom, and then also connect to chat about shows and network and stuff as a group. And I've got a spreadsheet there with a bunch of mics that I catalog based on day of the week and the time zone based on Pacific time zone. And you can hit it on my Facebook group or just go to displacedcomedians.com and that points to it. And we like to just mention a specific mic or something that I like talking about throughout the week. And Tommy, would you hit the Wednesday tab at the bottom for me?
Okay.
So, it's right there. I think you see the where it says 8 o'clock. I think that box around there.
Yeah.
I got it up to you and I got on my screen. I think that's why I was showing that. So this is a mic that I really like for a couple of reasons. One, it's really cool because it started right around the time of the shutdown. It was one of the first mics that I had put on a list before I did a Google sheet. And it was just a long Facebook post. That's called Quarantine Comedy, put on by Jake and Logan. I screw up their last names every time I say them. Really cool comedians, really good guys. And they're in Portland.
Okay.
Where several of the mics that I found, because I found them just in the regional groups that I was in, that I saw it happening, and they've been doing it the whole time. I don't think they've missed a week. And it's been what, 10 years in the lockdown, somewhere around there. It's
10, 11, 12, something. Yeah.
Somewhere on there. So it's pretty impressive. They do 4-minute sets. They're very specific about not streaming. I like the mics that do stream, but I also do like the ones that don't, because it's more like an open mic. You're not, you're trying more stuff out. I really like the Portland-based mics, including because there is a good mix of comedians there who you don't see that are in all the other Zooms. So there's a lot of overlap, but you'll see as you go to different scenes, you'll see some tend to be in a bunch of other ones. And when I go there, just time-wise, I don't hit it as much as I used to. But I also really like, I don't want to say tough room, but I want to say I go there when I feel like I want to test my jokes and while I'm working and building them up. But when I think I've got something that I think's pretty dang good, that's where I go, where I'm all right, I want to get some real feedback here. So you're not saying it's necessarily difficult audience or anything, but you go to some you can just kind of tell people are laughing at just about everything, and some you're okay, they're laughing when it's funny, and I believe them right now. And that's just fun, and they have really good energy. They keep things moving. They have a really good dynamic. The banter back and forth and adding tags and stuff. Actually, some of my favorite tags and stuff I've been working on came from them just throwing them out after the mic. And that's another thing I just love about Zoom mics. I keep talking about. They're very they're set up in a way that's really conducive to feedback and growth. And I really like that. Not necessarily hey, sit down and tell me everything about my joke that sucked or that you think should be better. And why should I listen to you? But just little things here and there that really help out. I know a lot of people don't like that. It's the sitting down structure thing, but just throwing stuff out, it's really fun. And it's a really, really good group. And I'm excited to, when stuff opens up, to see them in real life and
for real
comedy with them, because I traveled to Portland for work. I'm likely going to do that again, not in the super distant future, hopefully. And then when I got some free time, I definitely plan on connecting with them.
Yeah, this looks pretty easy. So someone, if they wanted to go on that show on Wednesdays, they would go to this, sign up to Google Doc here and fill that out, I suppose.
Yeah, they make it real easy. They post and displace comedians and other groups too.
Okay.
But the way to sign up, one of the ways is just click that sign up button, and they'll let you have the Zoom link if you want to be audience, because they actually do sometimes have a couple.
Okay.
Their audience. Yeah. Okay. Has been closed for that.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Tommy, I can't thank Nico enough. I really can't, because we were all freaking lost when stuff shut down. Like, I made my life out of doing comedy, and then he put that stuff up there, and I've connected with so many people. So I literally think I could drive across the country and see people and like knock on their door and go, "Hey, I'm Jacqui. We met on Zoom," you know?
Yeah.
Like, and I cannot thank him enough for that. It has been a lifesaver for me.
Aw, you're so kind. Jacqui, they would know you're coming because you'd be posting on Facebook of like where you're going by. They're like, "Oh shit, she's coming." And we met on a show, doing a show. I think it was Woodham's Lounge that Pete Munoz put on.
Yeah.
A while back on there. And look, someone would have done this. I'm happy that I was the person to do it. I'm enjoying it. And I'm really appreciative of all the people like Jake and Logan, all the people putting on these things. That takes a lot of effort all the time, the scheduling and actually doing all that stuff. And another thing that's been really cool too is a lot of like really legit comics are getting on and doing Zoom shows that you can also get on. Like Ashley was on a show. Jacqui
She's a legit comic.
Yeah, like Jackie Cation, the well-known comedian who's super cool, does a Sunday afternoon show. I saw Ashley was on it, and then I hopped on and I watched. I hit up Jackie and we connected, and I sent some tape, and I'm gonna this is a little plug. I'm gonna be on it Sunday. And then there's
you're doing flappers sometimes.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of flappers shows that's been really fun. You can audition on their Wednesday nights, and I host a Thursday night flappers, Thursday night flappers Zoom, and it's pretty fun. So I really like doing it.
It's been a hotbed of networking.
Yeah, for sure.
And Nico, this is why, I wanted you to be a part of my show too, because I know that you are at the nexus of comedy.
He is. He really is.
Nexus. So guys, give it up for Nico for always bringing us great information each
Thank
week.
you so much.
And we appreciate you, Nico, and thanks for everything. And so now we're getting towards the end here. It's time for the quiz, you guys. Janette said earlier that was one of the reasons why she wanted to come back. So we've got a pretty good quiz here on the Tommy Feldman Happy Hour. What we do is we leverage my past with Japan. I don't know if I should elaborate on that, but basically I'm an OG weeb.
Arigato
Japanese culture. And this has been happening I've been doing this since the 80s. So, but what I do is I have a quiz that involves Japanese television commercials, which are funny all by themselves. But what I do is I play the commercials until halfway. So you guys don't know what the product could possibly be. And then you all try to guess. And the quiz. And so we start with guests first, and then we have the regulars, they're really good at this. So don't be surprised if they guess. But let's go ahead and play this quiz. Let's bring up my screen here.
Woo!
And play some commercials from Japan for you guys. All right. We're gonna highlight.
Oh God.
All right. So our first commercial of the night. Let us get started and go.
Why do a boy make a big noise playing? The scene gonna be a big man someday. Got mud on your face, you big disgrace.
You recognize that song, I hope?
I lived in Hawaii for 33 years. Do you know how close Japan is to Hawaii? My son is fluent in Japanese.
Whoa.
Well, hopefully you're not. Hopefully you haven't.
I've taken some, yes.
I love that song.
All right, well then let's start with you, Jacqui. What is this a commercial for then?
It's a commercial for an energy drink.
Great first guess. You clearly bring some power to this game. You're close, but not. The energy drink was the commercial before. This is something else. It is in the drink category though. I will grant you that. Ashley, what do you think this could be a commercial for?
Mountain Dew?
Getting warmer, getting warmer. They don't actually have Mountain Dew in Japan.
No, they don't.
They have a 7-Up, Sprite, but you're getting
Yeah.
you're definitely getting warmer. What about you, Janette? Do you have a?
You know, at first, before you gave it away, I thought this is very cool. This has to be a Levi's commercial. I thought, because all those commercials are very cool. But now you said it's about a drink, so I'm gonna go with milk.
Milk. Oh gosh, if you combine your answer with Jackie or Ashley, you guys have pretty much guessed it. But I still would like to hear from.
Wait a minute. So we're talking about like soda milk? Gross.
Or Locos.
Yeah,
whole milk.
Basically, it's soda milk.
Mountain Dew with milk.
I mean, vanilla soda is kind of like soda milk, kind of.
Unless Eric and Ed and Saristi, if you want to add something to it, to this.
It's a protein drink, huh? It's all protein, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna get like a Gatorade type of thing, maybe.
Is it like a sake bomb?
Like a carbonated coffee or something?
It's Jeanette kind of. It's basically soda milk, but let me show you, and it's got a very interesting name. It's a very popular drink.
Soda milk.
It's soda milk.
It's a float.
Yeah, exactly.
私はまだ何者でもない。だから何にでもなれる。自分はきっと想像以上だ。
Pocari Sweato. Jackie, have you ever heard of Pocari Sweato?
Sweato. Don't
Pocari
you know?
Sweato.
Oh yeah.
It's also like an antiperspirant.
So desu.
So they call it sweat because you take it after you work out. It's kind of like all the things you guys said is very close. It's Gatorade. It's like a Gatorade, except it's got a milky texture to it, and it's soda, and it's like all those things.
Sounds awful.
All those things. So yeah, you guys are getting good at this. All right, so let's see if I can find our next commercial here. We're just gonna move right along. I think Eric is gonna like this one because there's some. Well, you'll see why.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's like getting excited.
See, I got my demo on for this, right? Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, I've always been a big fan of milk, but I've always felt like it was missing something, and now I know that it's missing carbonate.
It's after this commercial here.
I could have guessed that one.
久しぶり。あれ？何か変わりました？わかる？私変わったの。じゃあ。超高速になったんだ。
超高速になったんだ。超高速になったんだ。
Oh.
It's like do you notice like Flash? It's like a superhero.
Yeah.
But what could she possibly be advertising here? Ashley, what is this a commercial for?
I'm thinking Beano.
Beano? Wait, I have to stop for a minute.
Oh my God, I'm dead.
You know, like that. Isn't it like for like gas? Gas X.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that's excellent. I have seen commercials like this, but okay, not exactly Beano.
But no.
Not exactly Beano. Not even close. But let's keep the guesses going. Jeanette, what do you think?
Now, Tommy, I'd kind of like to watch it again.
You want to?
Yeah, let's run it.
Let's watch it again.
And ladies and gentlemen, we do get requests from time to time to replay, and there's nothing wrong with that. So we'll do
Yeah,
that.
I gotta watch this puppy again.
We're serious about our detective work, bro.
久しぶりです。久しぶり。あれ？何か変わりました？わかる？私変わったの。じゃあ。超高速になったんだ。
私が変わったの。超速。
Okay, so I'm thinking this broad and that broad are enemies, okay? And she wants the other broad's Wi-Fi connection.
The backstory.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Definitely Beano.
This is just a pissing contest. Who's got the best Wi-Fi connection on their phone?
Yeah.
You're getting warmer. You're getting warmer, Jeanette. You've definitely gotten into the right category as far as phone goes.
Well, so it's like not AT&T, but it's like the other one. Verizon.
Well, I won't get any further than that. Let's give Jackie a chance to take a guess.
Oh, I have no fucking clue. I have no idea. I like her take on their enemies. I'm just looking for like a fan fiction novel where we can see this whole thing play out.
All right. Eric, do you want to take a different angle on this?
You know what? I'm pretty stumped on this one, but I noticed. So during the conversation, she tells her something that's like, "I need to hurry up and go get this. Like, I need this right away."
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it's like, I don't know. I'm gonna just guess it's some kind of like app on her phone. She's like, "Oh, you should get this app. You need it right now."
Getting warmer.
No, I don't think so.
Getting
Oh, it's
warmer.
warmer,
Well, you're getting close. Jerry Seinfeld, how about you?
Oh man. I think the cell phone speed thing is somewhere in there.
5G.
Yeah, exactly. Like 5G, 6G,
5G.
7G, or 3G, because maybe they're in 2G. I don't know. Whatever the next G up is I think what's happening here.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give it ding, 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 ding. I'm going to award that to Jerry Seinfeld. Yes, this is the network upgrade. And let me just play the rest. This is actually a few years older, so it's not 5G. It's more like 4G.
See? Whatever it was. There's always another one.
And Nico's stealing Ashley's.
4G. This was 4G LTE.
That's like last Gen G right there, dude.
Yeah, you got it right. So yeah, in the beginning, she's like, hey, you've changed. I have? Oh, and then she's like, look how fast I am now. And that's what the commercial is about.
Basically, Janette was really close. It's just she said Wi-Fi and
She was close, yeah. Different.
Ed Rubin, I'm so happy to hear from you.
You've
been silent this whole time, which is something you never do.
Hold on, yeah.
Oh, Ed, you're gonna get. You know what? And my apologies, Ed. You're gonna get to pick first on this next one.
All right.
I'm over here trying to figure out if Botox is gonna work for me.
That's a different commercial.
It worked for my mom, but it wasn't in her face.
Well, I could do that too. I'm not going to show you, but I could. But like.
All right, Ed, you ready?
I am as ready as I'll ever be. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
苦しいよ。また3日も出てないの。
There we go. What?
That again?
What? Do it again. Yes, please. That what?
You don't understand it fully?
What happens?
苦しいよ。また3日も出てないの。
Toilet paper.
Why is the deer crying?
This is the Beano one.
Yeah, you're right. It's definitely in the product. Right, the product categories in that product category.
It must be something to cheer up the deer, right?
Something like a fart
like
bubble.
soap or something like that.
Ed, you're so stupid.
The number 3 is also relevant here.
Oh, the number 3? Oh,
number 3.
It's sad that he hasn't been able to get a threesome.
No.
So it's an ad for Menage a Trois.
No.
The Hello Kitty.
So what's your guess, Ed?
I'm gonna say it's for some sort of happy pills or something like that to cheer, something that's supposed to cheer people up, like
Antidepressant?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Japan.
Like a
Like a
Zoloft.
flower will cheer them up.
All right, Suresh, what about you? I haven't gotten to you in a while.
I think it's some sort of tablet that helps with bowel movement.
Yeah.
I thought Pepto-Bismol.
Some sort of tablet that helps with bowel movement. Can you be more specific? Like
Something that helps you poop, Tommy. Something that helps you poop.
Like a stool softener.
Yeah.
Now I was gonna say that's Nico's thing.
You do one joke 300 times and everybody just talks about it.
No, Suresh, you are correct. Ding, 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 ding to you. It's called.
Yeah, that's because I use it every day, Tommy.
It's called a laxative.
That's how I know it.
By the way.
Yes.
Laxatives, and the 3 is that the fish hasn't pooped in 3 days.
Wait, can we watch it again?
So we're gonna watch it again.
Is there black line? Is that poop? I gotta see this now.
The deer's so
Ew,
sad that the
it's like
fish
the
hasn't gone to the
shrimp
bathroom.
things that are
This
like the
says-
shrimp veins.
So this is a recurring character, the deer, and the deer is talking to the last commercial last week, or was the deer had the problem. Now the fish has the problem, and the fish is saying here, this is the third day and nothing's come out yet.
Dang.
And so 3 days.
Kind of like writing comedy. It's the third
There
day
it
and nothing's
goes. There it
come
is.
out.
And then finally, when it comes out, it's just all poop.
Yay! Soda snake. Soda snake.
So this, man. Very good, Jackie.
Oh.
Body length poop. Good job, Jackie.
I love that knockoff Bambi.
Koraku first. Koraku
What
first.
is the fish saying?
He's like, well, he was
Oh, it's
complaining
nice.
at first, and then he's like, relief.
Oh, okay.
I'm better now or something.
Oh, a few more.
Wow.
It's as long as its body.
Standing
That's
by to
impressive.
clean the fishbowl.
No, first.
Don't
he's
we
like-
all feel better after we taken a good shit though? I mean, for real.
Yeah.
Not that I shit because I'm a girl. So
By the way,
you know.
and this is a Japanese cultural note here. This is actually a real big problem in Japan, constipation. And so there's always commercials about it. It's a huge issue.
Yes, and
It's a
stress.
long
It's caused
issue.
by
Yeah.
stress.
My
They-
girlfriend didn't believe constipation was a real thing until she had it this week. She's like, "What is happening to me?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, that's constipation. It sucks."
You need those fish pills or
Yeah,
whatever.
for
Get the
real.
fish pills.
All right, last commercial of the night.
I'm sure she appreciates you
Patience.
talking
Here we
about
go.
I had
I'm
all the
still doing Botox.
Starting now.
ブラブラさせてぶら下げて踊ろうよ緊張むしこらずたとえ明日は筋肉痛で
What are these?
Pepsi?
At least there's no sexism there.
Ladies are really. ladies are bringing it. There must be 100 of them.
Pepsi?
So let's see. Let's start with Eric. We'll give you a chance here. What do you want to? What guests do you have?
This week has been really hard for me. I don't know. They're all wearing aprons and they're dancing. I'm gonna guess maybe like a laundry detergent or something. I don't know.
Oh, good guess.
You're in the right zone of laundry, but it's not detergent. Janette, what about you? What do you think?
All right, well, I'm going to use logic here. All of these women are moms. You can tell by their age. They're all wearing the aprons. So this has something to do with their favorite cooking product. They're going to go with Spam or something, some spray-on thing that makes cooking for their terrible children much easier.
Okay. And I apologize. Well, it's definitely not that. It's in the detergent category. It's definitely in the laundry category. Ashley, somehow I missed you on the last round. So Ashley, you're next. What do you think this is a commercial for?
How about bleach?
Bleach. Okay. You're correct. You're getting closer because it has something to do with clothing and laundry and better smell.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Jackie, did you go yet?
Either fabric softener or like Woolite, like to wash your clothes.
Getting closer, but you got to think about something unique to Japan when they do laundry.
Oh, I know what it is.
Oh, fuck me.
Because they don't use dryers. They put
Clotheslines.
it on a clothesline. Yeah. So something to do with that. Ed, what do you think?
Let's see. Is it I guess is it some sort of clothespin or something like that that makes it easier to hang your clothes?
Getting warmer. Something to do with close.
I don't think Eric has a guess. I don't think Eric has a guess.
Eric, didn't you already guess?
I did, but now I know what it is for sure.
All right, what is it?
Oh,
Dude,
let's hear
It's
it.
an homage to the sun.
I watch videos of Japanese men folding their shirts. It's starch.
It is not starch.
No,
son. Okay.
it's not starch.
Suresh, what is this?
I think it's just a bunch of housewives and they're like a flash mob and it's an homage to the sun.
No.
All right, did everybody go here? Did I get Nico? Did I get
It's like a blow dryer for your clothes or something.
I think it's an app that you hook onto your clothes and it tells you when your clothes are dry.
It dries them faster at 5G.
No.
They
Yeah,
probably have
they're-
that. 5G.
Maybe that 4G
they probably
shit
have
we just
that.
saw.
We go ahead and play it, and then we'll see if you guys can guess after I
We're
play.
not. It's not going to help at all, but it'll be fun to watch.
Absolutely true.
だから薬剤がじゃんじゃん広がる。工夫のない平凡なメッシュとは全然
That's more surface area. That's like a different hanging thing, right? Put your clothes on it, and it'll.
一緒に緊張を蒸し込ま
Oh,
Oh,
I was way off.
so it like it absorbs stuff around your clothes.
Nope.
I
Oh,
feel like it's like a mad science starch.
It's like an air freshener for your clothes.
No.
Let me.
Oh, it's to like give company to your clothes when they're
Nope.
drying.
So let me go. They have
Moths. We're trying to get
show
rid
it
of moths.
briefly
Yeah.
here. Let me show you.
Moths. She
I
said
really think this
moths.
was probably
I
the
love
most
you. She says moths.
pillow repellent. This is probably one of the more helpful second parts, though, because it looks.
This is
like
it.
Yeah,
hanging, actually.
shower
Yeah.
curtain.
Fly.
hanger,
Oh, is that to
fucking-
keep mosquitoes away?
a shower bar that you hang your clothes on?
No,
It just keeps the mosquitoes away from the damp
Mosquitoes
clothes.
away.
it's this.
That's Mothra, dude.
And these are not well, these are not moths. I think these are
Mosquito, right?
mosquitoes. Yeah. So what? Any last guesses? Ashley, Nico, anybody?
Bug repellent stuff
yeah.
that poosh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it's like a hanging bar that you hang your clothes from.
Is it like those fly traps, like the sticky?
It's like a
Oh, I love that. That's good.
So-
That's good.
So
It prevents the bugs from laying eggs in your clothing.
basically,
Oh.
what it is? Yeah, you're
God.
You're almost there. So basically,
So
what
like
happens is-
cedar chips or something.
Yeah, kind of like that. So what happens when in Japan, it's a very humid country. So
Yeah.
when you and then combining that with trying to dry your clothes outside, what happens is just like what happens here, with the vector control and mosquitoes. If you try to dry your clothes outside, you will attract mosquitoes. And
No.
it's very
No.
annoying. And also, like, if you're out there, you don't want to have mosquitoes. You don't want to have an extra reason. You got enough mosquitoes as it is. You don't want to have an extra reason for them to come and attack you or bite you while you're doing the laundry. And so it keeps your balcony from turning into like a mosquito.
So it's like citronella for your
clothing.
laundry.
But I think it specifically absorbs moisture so that the mosquitoes don't get attracted in the first place.
Japanese are so weird. I adore them, but they are so fucking weird.
Well,
I hope that
about
wasn't racist.
Well, I mean, Japan is great for that kind of for
different.
I know.
content, and there's it's an interesting culture, and like I said, the commercials are funny all by themselves. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. So the bad news is we will not be back next week. For those of you who are still online, and there's actually seven people who stayed on to the very end. So thank you guys for watching.
Thank you. Thank you. Applause for those.
Thank you. Next week is Christmas. After that is New Year's. So we will be back in 3 weeks on January 8th. And so at that time, we'll have a great lineup once again. I want to give my thanks to all of my guests for coming on tonight, my regulars. You guys are great. And I hope everybody has a safe and wonderful weekend and holiday and all that great stuff. And I hope to see you all again in the new year. And with
Thank
that,
you, Tommy.
thanks everybody. This was
Thanks,
the
Tommy.
Tommy Feldman Happy Hour. Thank you guys.
I enjoyed seeing all of
See
you.
you guys.
See you all next year. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
See you, everybody.
Aloha.
Zoom in a little
Aloha.
bit.
Good night.
See y'all later. Do
Good
some
night.
Zoom mics now. Woo.